Okay, so basically this is a quick tutorial. So first of all, you're going to want to download the video that you have recorded on your PlayStation or Xbox or whatever. First you're going to copy the video. When you go and share, this can be done on any video, bear in mind, not just your own. Then you want to go to a site called KeepVid. If you basically know iOS, you may have done some analysis before, then that's good. Go down to official KeepVid, paste in the link of the video you want to download. Choose the highest quality, unless obviously you've got a quite low storage device or console or whatever. While that downloads, we're going to download this editing software. So go and download Lightworks. It's not the top one, it's the one that's like the actual Lightworks official site, that one there. On here you're just going to go straight to download because and go for the 64-bit. I think that's the best one. I don't really know if that doesn't work for 32-bit. This software is completely free and basically just as a great start for YouTube or any other editing career. I forget my password here, so just bear with me for a second, but yours will come up with the register bit. It's free completely, you just need email and stuff and just keep remembering your password, but you can make your own one, so it's email, full name, username, password. Put it in. When you sign in, basically just wait for it to download the video because it takes ages and it's a pain in the ass, especially when it's a fucking 59-minute video. Cue music. Come on. Anyway, now the video's downloaded. This does have my friend's voices audio in, so bear with it. He's quite loud, no offense if he's watching this. Anyway, you go on, you basically find out where the thing's downloaded. Maybe if you have a folder for it, it'd be good to drag them in and edit them in your spare time. Edit them in spare time, so you want to make sure it's the right one, because obviously you don't want to edit the wrong video. Drag it in to the software itself that you've just downloaded, and then drag it into a little box there. So this will, and drag it basically down into this like kind of bar thing. So this is the main editing bit. So basically you just press the delete button on your keyboard to cut the sections to get rid of the stuff you don't want, and then you just right click and go and delete for the stuff you don't need. Do that numerous times over until you have found the perfect clip, and you can delete two things to make a clip in the mini clip in the middle. Like if you delete on one, if you do it on the left and then the right, you make a clip in the middle and you can add different effects to that, but we'll get into that later. But anyway, pick the clip I selected here. I delete the main section when it gets to it. I don't know why I was being so precise, but that doesn't matter. Make sure to go and close gaps, because the numerous amount of times I've just not done that and then I've had a massive black screen at the end, so please do that. Go on audio to change the volume of the video, because it can be very loud or something and you can edit them with it. Here's just a simple text that you may want to add, like editing video went across a few minutes ago. It kind of goes a bit wrong because I've done it on a massive scale. If you look at the bottom of like 3 or 4 minutes, which is again where the thing comes in, where if you delete a small, if you make a smaller clip by deleting 2 sides, you can make that text go and move a lot quicker and be over a lot short space of time. But bear with me, because you know, a bit of a noob still. But you can change the size of the text, the opacity, which is kind of like transparentness. But look, there you go, delete twice, and also right click and go and remove to remove any effects you may have added. If there's more than one, then it will just show up as delete this and remove this one as well. So now that's the text on there. I haven't actually put any in yet, that's why it isn't working. So I'll put text to part 2, there you go, not 2.0. And this is where you can change basically any part of it, so you can change the size of it, the shape of it, and where it comes in transitional stages, and where it moves out and the speed and stuff. You can find these things out reasonably easy, do bear that in mind, it's not too hard, and there's millions of fonts and different stuff you can choose from. This is just the colour, I mean that's just, oh, let's make it look that way, or you can just customise your own colour, which is reasonably easy and self-explanatory. But you can find out kind of easily if you just have a few minutes to mess around with the whole system software sort of thing. And once you get the hang of it, it's a lot better. As you can tell, that was absolutely crap performance for me there. bloody on the right, but we'll get into the more complex stuff later. And if you do have any more better things, you can just always go check online, there's loads of videos. But anyway, what am I doing here? Oh yeah, that's just me getting rid of pretty much all the stuff and narrowing it down to basically the stuff I actually wanted to edit. Which is, I personally am very proud of this, because that's straight headshot, boom.
Okay, there we go.
But anyway, so one sec. Oh yeah, so the audio is double click or single click, I've forgotten, just to make one of those things, and you can basically just easily make fade outs, fade ins, change just the volume really easily, and as long as they're paired together, like if you see the line on the left, then they will both change automatically together. Make sure you have that done, because it just saves a lot of pain and hassle and saves much more time in the future when you do much larger projects that isn't 15 seconds or something. But just yeah, I forgot what I was doing now. Okay, give me a minute. DV we doing? Sorry, this is me speaking over. Oh, face cam. Okay, so for face cam, it's pretty simple. You go on DVE and you can either get the presets, or what I prefer, just go 2D DVE, because no one's gonna have like a 3D face cam. So you can change it like that using the sliders, but it's a lot easier to do it manually. And I mean, that's not really the way to do a face cam. I'll show you how to do that in a minute, but that's just if you want to change the video and have like a border or something, or I don't know. There's no real use for that at the moment. You can change the opacity, but that comes on to something else, which I am getting onto now with the face cam and stuff like that. The more complex stuff's yet to come. You can quite easily crop the video and make it look basically how you want it to, which I think is very nice. Touch. It's just me messing around for a few minutes. Anyway, here's how to get into the actual facecam. So first of all, you're going to want your facecam video, whether you're downloading this, well, whether you've got this on your PC through phone, as I use it, I know, very good technique, or through, I don't know, an actual full-on camera. You're going to want to add a video. You're going to go and add things and go on video. So select the video that you want it to. And then minimize that once you have that. Drag the video there. Make sure you drag the audio to the bottom. Make sure the audio is paired, otherwise it won't work to your needs. As you can tell, this video is a lot longer than a little clip we're using. But here's a little nice hack. So let's say you've got a video and you want to crop that a bit, but you know that it's going to crop the whole video. If you press on the buttons on the right where they kind of glow a bit, the V's and A's and stuff, that will deactivate them, so they're basically fixed in place and will not be edited no matter what you do. So you can cut and delete all of that while that stays the same, which is very nice and very easy to use. Then you can just drag that along as I've done there, just to make it a bit more nice. My preferences, close the gap again so I don't have a 20-minute video at the end. Now this is what I'm doing, so I'm getting rid of the audio of the face cam, but obviously you would just, because obviously the completely different videos in this instance, so you would merge them together and make them sound a nice balance. And what you're going to do is you want to go DVE. I need to remove the DVE on this because I got a bit confused, because I'm not used to basically making a DVE and then getting rid of the DVE. But because yeah, this kind of just ignore this stuff for now. Don't do any of this. I'll get into it. So yeah, that's just deactivating it. I'll remove it in like a few seconds. There you go, remove. So what you're going to do, you're going to go on VFX, go on DVE, select the 2V DVE, drag it towards the facecam video clip. Then you can move the facecam video clip to wherever the hell you want it to be. Much like you could with the video before. Change the opacity. I'll get onto if it's a green screen or blue screen later on, which green screens and blue screens are very easy to use in this software, which I like. But basically, as you can tell, two videos are playing. It's kind of hard to tell them top left, it's literally just a menu. But it is two videos, and I promise it is, and it will work with yours. I think we get into the green screen now, so I just undo all the effects that I use just so it's not too piled up. Just ignore this for now because I kind of mess up a little bit. But I just get rid of everything. Give me a minute. Remove tracks, V1, and that's also very good if you are undoing things. But anyway, as I get into this, we'll start doing the green screen bit, and obviously, you know, being a 2012 memer, I'm going to have the MLG one because, you know, MLG Peppa Pig for Life boy. So you can download these from YouTube. There's millions of them. I have a little folder of mine literally classed as memes. Give me a minute. I'm just trying to find them because I'm an idiot and I literally just browse over it. Here's a little browse of my things. So here's my things. I've got literally dead memes here, but you know. Basically, you will find someone that suits your needs. Just drag it in as you do with all the clips that you want to do. It will automatically copy it in unless it isn't good enough. Now for this, you'll double click on the actual video clip itself after adding the tracks. Obviously, I should have probably added audio tracks as well. This is where I go wrong. No, so you could go wrong. You go and add multiple. You make sure you select one. You go on 2, but you need to bind, like create as studio pairs. That's binding them together, meaning you don't have to edit them separately, which is very good and very useful in this instance. This music was very loud, so I turned it down quite a lot during the editing of this one. It's very loud, it hurt my ears, and I wanted to like jump off a bridge. I do mess this up slightly, but anyway, you go on key, and you go on green screen. There's a blue screen on there, and it just removes all the bright green stuff. As you can tell, you can completely see what's going on. And as you can see, there is a bit of green just trying to get it. I think it might be remove. Yeah, it's remove spill. As you can see, which gets rid of the green. So you want to remove as much spill as possible because it can basically just get full on green. But here I just completely mess it up. But you don't really need to edit any of the stuff that I did except from the remove spill, which is very useful of just getting rid of all this like green squash. And yeah, so that's done pretty much. If you can do that, you can also again remove the effects or just undo like I do, because it's a lot easier just to press the same button again and again. Anyway, what's next? I'm pretty sure this is the proper editing stage. This bit's like, takes quite a bit. Oh no, this is a normal picture. So let's say you want a picture. Wait, what am I doing now? Oh, this is music. Alright, so music's very easy. You just go royalty-free music. I do Royalty by Chris Brown because I press up rather than down. I don't even know who Chris Brown is, don't worry. It's royalty-free background music. There's billions of this stuff on YouTube, it meant. And just make sure that it is copyright free, because some of these are not. Just get rid of it there. As you can see some of my search history, so you can see what I do in my spare time. But anyway, you share that, you just copy it, and it's the same sort of concept with the video where you just go and keep vids, you just go and download. But you kind of want to do it on audio because number one, it downloads quicker, and you don't really want the video file, so there's no point deleting the video file. Some more really cheesy ass adverts there and stuff because one of those sites, but it's completely free and safe. I've been using it for quite some time. Just waiting for it to download. There you go, drag it in, and because I edited a bit wrong here, it did that, but that doesn't matter, okay? I'm a professional editor. But here's where I go wrong. Okay, so I add 2 tracks, I add 2 volumes separately. So I add a track and then I add another audio track, which means that they won't edit the same pace or speed, which is a bit of a rookie error, which try not to make. I mean, it's not the end of the world, it just means it saves a lot of time to do that. But if you want to do again what I said, where you just drag it along, select where you want the clip, and then when you press those blue buttons, you select the clip that you want of the sound to where you, like whatever bit you want you have in the blue to the red, then you can drag that, and that's basically the whole clip that you want to put in. Then you can just crop it down some more. I've just done that just to suit my needs of, basically I don't need it much longer and it's just a bit more easy. I'll do these tutorials to do it on this. And basically, yeah, it's just where music fits in, and they might bind a bit and kind of like mess up, so you do want to kind of change the audio, but here's exactly what I mean. Where I'm trying to fade it out, it's very simple to fade it out. You literally just press once, then press again, drag down at the end, but the fade out won't be perfect, which is a bit annoying because I'm a bit OCD, because that's why I want them to be binded together rather than separated like that. But anyway, there's numerous ways you can do that. Close the gap again and get rid of that because I don't need it and it makes it easier, as I've said. So now this is, I think this gets to the nitty gritty of the editing, where this is where it gets hard and very bit strenuous, but it looks kind of cool. Oh yeah, I'm just bear with me. There you go. And I'm on audio, which I don't realise, and why I'm wondering why the audio zoomed in and I can't see the video. Just give me like 20 seconds to realise. There you go. So here's where the proper editing comes in. First I'll just show you how to import a picture, a standalone picture, and then another one. So basically just go on Google, search up, I don't know, Bob's Uncle or pictures, as I did, and make sure the picture, because I've gone on Yahoo, because you know, fucking hell yeah. It's just a preset. So go and save image as. I saved as a JPEG. Okay, JPEGs don't work on this. I would use PNGs, which are very good, or some other thing. But you know, I see that it doesn't work when I just try and drag it in normally. So I do change the picture, but just make sure that it does fit in. So as you can see, that one doesn't work. There's numerous pictures that you can use, and even then there's ways just add it on Photoshop and then save it again or something like that. That'll sometimes work. But anyway, I'll just go on my pictures, just get a nice one. Make sure it's very sexy. There's Nick Crompton's face. Here's just what I use for thumbnails and stuff. There's just thumbnails and memes. So I decided to choose this one. Being the idiot that I am, I drag down and then try and find it again. There you go. I very much like this artwork. I accidentally double clicked, which kind of messed up, but anyway, import it in, which I think you just have to press once or maybe double click, can't remember. You select how long you want the clip, but this can be edited again mid-process, so I just add the whole minute, because you know, what the fuck not. This is again how you use the video. This very much uses pictures and translates them as videos, so it's kind of like, it does show them, it kind of uses pictures and accesses them as video, so you can just use the same sort of techniques as you had before using like the face cam and stuff. This one I've used 3D DVE, and this basically just means you can not only pivot on a 2D, but you can make it spin a bit with rotation. You'll see that happen in action a bit in my time lapse, which takes a long time, and it wasn't even long. So as you can tell, if you just want a picture, maybe pop up for a few seconds, there you go. You've got how the main basis of it works. If you can't remember much from this video, and if you want a bit, then there you go. So now you just want to deactivate all of those and then crop it down to suit your needs. So this is where I'm thinking, you know what, I'll go a bit fancy and show you a bit of how to like do some proper sort of, I mean not proper, I'm not going to make some sort of CGI thing come in, but some sort of like actual thing come in, and I do leave a bit on the left, which I do go and get, don't worry. So these, use the arrow keys to do it slowly, which is just move a frame by frame. This is, you're going to have to use the arrow keys during this. So, as you can tell, I have the picture there. I'm just going to delete that mini bit because it's very annoying and OCD. Activate those again, but this one is the proper DVE thing. This is the proper usage for that, I think. Anyway, as you can see, you've got the standalone thing there. You're going to want, if you see these clocks next to all these things, just click them all on, except maybe the shadows and what have you. I do forget the rotations, but don't worry, I do add those back in. I do crop it again a bit, but that uncrops itself because I'm an idiot, because I put them on time thing. cropping can be useful, but just, yeah. Anyways, just mess around a bit here. Z is zoom in to like the size of its thing, and you will work out these eventually. They're just shadows, which there you go. If you want a bit of a shadow, then there you have it. But the clocks just make it just a bit, rather than full on where you have it the whole time, it's just for one slide, and it will try and reset itself each time. So here's the 3D part of the 3D DVE, where it actually shows where you do, like, it shows it being actually acting as a 3D object. So I mean, this doesn't make any sense, but you can add these for things like in things in the past I've done them. But now you'll press the arrow keys. This is sped up, so don't worry, it's nowhere near this fast. It takes hours. But you just want to reset it each time, change the size, maybe change the angle, and just keep on pressing the arrow keys to do it, which is very handy and useful. And I do get a bit lazy here and just decide, you know, I'll just hold it on because screw you, that's why. And you can just get vaguely what it looks like. I mean, that's not very good because I haven't spent as long as I normally would on it. But then I do go back and edit it a bit more so it doesn't look as shit. But here you go, just finishing off the editing. I make it the opacity change of it when I get flashbanged, which I kind of like. I think it's flashbanged. I don't actually know what I get. Do I get flashbanged? No, I just get concussion by L mines. But then I just get it to rotate and spin off, which I kind of like. Then it does decide to come back at the end of the slide, so just keep on changing the opacity down if you just want it to go off. And then there you go, you just have a little a bit of a finished project there. I mean, that's roughly the end of this, so I did hope you enjoyed, and I suppose, yeah, peace out.